All right, I think I'm live. So this is kind of my first live stream for the PC. But I kind of thought it'd be fun to kind of when I have my free time each month to kind of do some Oban stuff to kind of stream it over to you guys so you can um, watch me work, I guess, on Oban. This is currently in Blender, and I've been doing a little bit of testing while um, I've been uh, busy, like figuring out some technical details and figuring out what works and what doesn't. So, um, you know, uh, I recently figured out the. Hold on. I guess I'm just gonna orbit this real quick. I recently figured out the glass for the whizzing arrow. So you can see how pretty that is. Um, and you see the front piece of glass is working as well for this little bit. Some things that I want to do is kind of fix up some texturing. So that's going to be a lot of things that we'll be doing is kind of going through making maps, ships, and stuff, getting everything polished up for future things that we work on. So, yes, the texturing on here, I plan on doing a 4K texture on here and then updating this. You can see the pixelization and a little bit of issues here. I definitely want to fix some of these and get them a little bit polished up. And you see it's really nice on different areas of it as well. Um, so here you can see the engines of the reactors. I plan on doing a little bit of a cylinder, I guess you would say, to kind of do a texture emission type of effect for the drive, I guess you know, if you can kind of think of that. Um, so my goal in this for Chance of Shine, instead of doing this in Unreal or even in Unity, I'm going to be doing this in Game Maker. And the way that we are going to be doing this is a little bit different, but it makes it very possible for a small team to kind of focus in on doing this, which is just me and Victoria and Niskala and things. Just kind of focusing in and doing it here and there. So real quick, so with the whizzing arrow, with the game maker idea, what we're gonna do is kind of like a track. So you'll see like I'm working on the starting area and I'm doing everything in Blender. This actually fixes all of the cell shading issues. As you can see, we don't have any artifacts in any of the areas here. As you can see, it's really smooth. And when it renders out, it's very, very flawless and it's very nice. You can see even the side of the track is very nicely smooth as well. We're not showing any poly counts there. And it's very nice because I'm able to control this stuff very well. So I'm kind of using this as a testing ground for me to figure out how to do the tracks, how to do different stuff. So you can see we have some test stuff here with the trees, and with in-game, it looks perfect, and even the colors aren't being washed out. So the Oban colors and stuff that we love, everything is actually popping the way that we want it to pop, which is very, very cool. I was even able to do my sky dome. This is a temporary sky dome. I wanted to do some quick testing, and I will be able to do quite a bit more for it later. But my biggest thing is that I needed to test this track for a couple reasons. So the idea is this camera. This camera will start out in a certain area of the track. For the race, like we show a recording of the ships coming in, and then we switch to the track camera. This track camera is kind of like reminds you of Little Loud's version of Oban's game from back in the day. So we kind of play the animation with the making the recordings of the rendering and all that. And then from there, my goal is to kind of test like what is the limitations of turn radiuses here, like what kind of breaks the illusion and how sharp of a turn can I do. Like here's a very sharp turn, and you see it gets really sharp, and that is to kind of see like what is my limitations and different things to kind of see what feels good and what doesn't feel good. What we are going to do is a little bit different, but I believe this is going to be very beautiful. It's going to look just like Oban, the stuff that we love, and have really great gameplay stuff, but more easier to develop on the sense of what we need to do over time. Now, what we are going to be doing for people that want to play and stuff, as I kind of develop this on the side each month, I am going to make it where you guys can actually play tests on the Sky Isle community Discord. So on the Sky Isle community Discord, when I get different maps, different racers, and this will make it where you can actually jump in and you can test it and stuff, in the community of Sky Isle on the Discord. So that means as it's developing and stuff each month, players and stuff of fans will be able to test this. So this is going to be really helpful because, for everything that we want to do, it gives us great feedback and stuff for me to kind of help tweak in visuals, gameplay mechanics, and it makes it very fun for you guys, the players, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that, to see what you guys all think. As you can see here, here's the shader for the glass here. I'll go ahead and kind of show you guys something about this. So coming up with the glass shader for the Whizzing Arrow is a little bit interesting. So we have like multiple layers of shading, and it's like a very stylistic glass, which is mind-blowing to kind of figure out because not a lot of people online have any tutorials about this, or like what do you do to kind of get this stylization. And I made this right here. It looks like madness, but in the future I'll probably make a quick few minute tutorial on it. But in a general sense, I'm able to break down each of these layers and kind of show off what the whole thing looks like. Over here, let me grab this camera real quick. I'm going to break it off its path. So give me one quick moment. We're going to take this camera and I'm going to put it over here just for a quick brief moment. So my goal is to kind of show you guys something with this as well. The greatest thing about this is that when I break this into layers and I do Game Maker and I do different little things, I'm able to separate the outlining and stuff. So to kind of give you an idea, and I know it likes it a little bit more thicker, but when I click render, so when we have like the Whizzing Arrow and things, we know in the art references that we have the Whizzing Arrow that we have to do a couple things, make sure we're on point visually to honor the art style direction of what it's supposed to look like, and we have to do a few tricks to achieve it. let me see if I can pull it up real quick and show you guys what I'm talking about, so you can kind of get a great feel of that. So as you can see here, we have an outline. So this outline is really helpful because it makes it where we get the outline of what the whizzing arrow gets with the black, and then it hits the white, and it goes into this multi-color layer system. So here, you can see here is what it looks like. So, you know, and obviously this stuff is a little bit different on some things. You can see here is more accurate. So I gotta adjust the colors a little bit, tiny adjustments, but you can see I got the outline figured out for the this here, so that's not going to be an issue here for the outlining of things. And then you know, everything else exactly the same. So you got the multi-layer stuff. So it will look and feel just like it once I adjust the colors a tiny bit and stuff, and I think it'll look pretty good. Now, you guys have seen this, but you haven't seen the real whizzing arrow on when it gets kind of worked on here with the cell shading. So let's click on it. So we are going to actually go a little bit in the future, kind of put up the wheels a little bit. So here we go. Now, obviously, yes, it is all animated right here. Obviously, the player's not going to really see some of these animations. You know, they will in the game, but like right now, like we are just going to ignore it. Let me go ahead and take this. So let me grab the whizzing arrow. It's actually in quite a few pieces, so give me one quick moment. Got to do a quick selection. Okay, so what I'm going to do is scale it. Probably just leave it actually the same. Let me just bring this down. We'll bring it over here, face it towards this direction. Take like this. And then we'll go up here, rotate the whizzing arrow, and we'll give you a vision of what I am thinking about. So, obviously this is a little bit too low. So I'm gonna have to do different camera angles for players so you guys can have like different options of choices and stuff down the road. There's obviously things I have to fix on the whizzing arrow. There's some texturing things, and so I gotta bump up where this is supposed to be with the back plating, and then also attach this stuff properly so it's actually glowing, you know, kind of like how we did in Dreams and stuff, make it look very pretty. Right here we are going to do that quick rendering. So this might glitch out on the live stream, I don't know, but pretty much we get the whizzing arrow rendered out, and you see it's pretty instant. This is why I wanted to get a new computer for myself, is because the things that I was going to be doing, I'm going to be doing heavy rendering and taking full control over that issue, you know, of like having to handle a lot of rendering. But yeah, let me kind of show you what happens here. Just give it a moment. So it's just finishing up, and then it'll switch over to this. Now it's rendering the outlines, and here we go. So the outlines here, now you can see it's a little bit thick, and we have a little bit of an issue here. So that's where we can kind of adjust it and kind of make it where it's like, okay, you know, let's kind of figure out how big is that actually supposed to be. Is it supposed to be smaller, you know, less thick? You know, so that's kind of be about the playing around we will do and kind of see what will look good. so I have full control over the thickness of the lines, and that'll help me kind of achieve more closely of getting closer to the original look. Now, this is actually the Whizzing Arrow from the original series. We got it out of storage from with Saban, and we were able to restore it and get it ready for newer things. Obviously, I know there's 2 turrets on both sides. So that's just because of the fact that we've got to do a little bit of testing stuff. Look at that. The outlines are a little bit less thick. It's looking great. So I think a little bit of testing, if we go about doing some testing, this is going to look fantastic. So pretty much my goal is to kind of do that recording. We are going to make an entire map in Blender. And this map makes it where we can do sequences of animations with different things going on in the background without doing a lot of hard work. And we can also do different layer systems and for things for like traps and whatnot. You got to think of like Little Loud, but it's actually all 3D instead of like multi-images layering out to make a track. So, with that in mind, it makes it more of like a smoother experience, and that is kind of like what I'm trying to aim for. And hopefully, we can achieve that. Real quick, let me go over here into the folder system, and I could probably give you a little bit of an idea and stuff. Obviously, this is going to be like the lowest quality, so just give me a minute. Let's see. Not here. I gotta see if I saved it somewhere. I think I did. Give me a moment. I'm pulling it up. Okay, so trying to think. Did I leave it in here? Sorry, new computer. I'll have to probably find it later and show you on the second live stream when I get it, but pretty much it's a layered system where we make a sprite over a video and we control the frame rate of animation to give the illusion of speed, and then from there we kind of go and advance it further where we can do targeting systems, we can do different little illusionary tricks. It's a technique from way back in the day. So that's kind of like what we'll be doing. We will be kind of doing this little by little, and you guys can have fun, see this as we go, and and be even play it and stuff as I develop. So I love having full control over this, being able to carry you guys, be with you guys on this, sharing this fun journey with fans and with other people. So some things that we got to do. I got to fix this guy. So the way that I'm going to be doing this is rather interesting. So I'm actually able to take these objects and get rid of the UVs and put it into Substance, and it UV unwraps everything for me very flawlessly. And with that in mind, it makes it where I can actually texture all this with no issue. And so that means we can touch that up. We can touch up the water here to actually make it more proper in the physics. In the Unreal version, it was like, moving away out of bounds of the actual object of frame. And I didn't really like that. There was issues that just weren't mimicking the style artistically that we were trying to aim for. And I think as we kind of go about, we can kind of piece this all together. So, with all this right here, I'm going to go ahead and just start working, and, you guys are welcome to say hi and things, and I'll be working on some things as we are going through. So, you're just welcome to say hi in the live chat, or, just watch me do my thing, I guess. So it's going to be a lot of fun testing and a lot of figuring out of stuff, seeing what works, what doesn't work, what has to be textured, and I'll be doing live streams of texturing Oban stuff, you know, when I am on my free time. I got my own games that I have to get done, but on my free time, you know, I'm happy to see you guys, like, come along with this, you know, it's awesome. Oh, cool, we're getting some comments and stuff, you know, that's pretty cool. Hi guys in the chat there. Thank you for tagging along and stuff with me. So we have a couple things we'll be doing here. I want to get these cliffs in, so I gotta edit some stuff. You know, we have like the hangar, we have the cliffs. I want to kind of get this whole beginning area looking more exactly like what it's supposed to, and then we'll have to texture the hangar stuff later and export it. But I want to get this map figured out, just like how we did in Oban Dreams, to kind of take you guys along, you know, to kind of show you what I'm doing. Alright, so let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's see if this is... Okay, so this is just this. We already have that. So... thanks. Sorry for being away for so long on this stuff. I had a lot of stuff going on, and you know, it's nice to be back and a lot better mentally, and you know, being able to do things and being more freed on showing you guys stuff and taking you guys along with me on this. This is a lot of fun, you know, to kind of take you guys on a fun journey. So let's see here. I have an issue with the cliff structure. So let's see if we can actually figure out what's going on. So if this is really just the actual physical side of cliff, then we might have to redo the cliff stuff, which is like, oh god, there's so many random files. We had so many different files of testings of redoing things because we had so many challenges trying to figure out why certain things weren't working in Unreal and stuff. It was just not a fun time. But yeah, let's kind of go through. Let's see, we got a cave stuff. Let me see. Project files. Let's do... get the hangar in here. I think I actually have a new hangar somewhere. Let's see if we can find this hangar. No? Okay, hold on. Let's open it up over here. Let's get this hangar in. Let's repair this hangar, and let's get it set up. Let's make it look sick, you know? I want to get this hangar fixed as well, just ready to go. Let us go through. Alright, so I know I got the damn thing somewhere. Let us see. It's just a madness in here. Okay, so here it is. I found where the hangar is. Let's just get the hangar going, and we'll get the other stuff tossed in too. So let me get that figured out. Alright, let's see, in progress. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna put this in here. Alright, you'll be like, oh, where the hell's the hangar? Well, the flippin' hangar is like micro. It just pops in. It's so tiny for some reason. But if I do recall, we have a couple things that's connected up to this hangar. So let's kind of backstep here. Let's size this guy up so we actually can move it around. We can figure out what's going on here. You know, and just for the fun of it, as we kind of work on the hangar, let's put the whizzing arrow in the hangar. Isn't that kind of fun? It's like, whew. Yeah, thank you. Let's get this whizzing arrow in here. You know, it's like this hangar is kind of, it's a little lonely and stuff, you know, in this area here. So let's get this sucker in here. Oh, man. Why don't you look at that? That's... Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so obviously we can't really see a lot of stuff in here, but let's get to work. You know, obviously, who knows the actual scaling of this? Let's figure that out a little bit. Let's see. You know, there's a lot of weird junk right here. Let's just delete all this. Like, I think it is connected to something here, but it's not working, so let's yeet it. Let us yeet to the extreme. Bye. Okay, let's get this guy back. Alright, so let's get the whizzing arrow back where she belongs. We want the whizzing arrow to feel comfy, right? Like a little bit while we get to work. Alright, so now what we have issues with is that this is kind of okay for polygon counts and stuff. It's not too bad. I think the biggest issue is we have no windows. Let's get the windows in, you know? Alright, so if we're going to get these windows in, there's a lot of tricks we can go about doing that. It's kind of a little bit fun, but also, you know, it's about the matter of figuring out what works. Now, here's the thing. If we're going to do a glass and stuff for buildings, let's do something more unique. Let's kind of connect this glass system between two different shaders. Now hear me out. Two different shaders and stuff for this glass is going to really come in handy, because if we want to make a night scene, maybe we can go ahead and change it to like a bright, warm gold color, like it's light coming in from the hangars and stuff when you're racing. So it's like a nighttime racing scenario that you can implement. So even, you know, you like a daytime version or a nighttime version, you got two options. You know, I think that right there is going to be really fun for people. So definitely when we do this, let's kind of separate this glass into a unique glass layer that we will use universally with everyone, so that we can do a little bit of a nighttime glowing look. So here we are just going to be grabbing all of these little guys and just doing this all the way down. Now this is going to be a little bit boring here. You know, filling in faces and stuff can never be really too fun, but sometimes we can get a little bit lucky with little hotkeys. No? No? Okay, well, we are screwed. So, we are in the slow game. Do. And this is honestly just a nice stress relief. You know, just being able to work on something that I love so much on the side, and, you know, and just kind of relax and have a little fun. You know, it's like working on this stuff, restoring things, and getting them prepped for a new journey is honestly very beautiful. You know, we have Prince Ica and all those things, all the original ships and stuff that we will be restoring. So Blender and stuff for me, you know, it's something that I've used for years, and for other people, you know, it just really depends on your experience and what you want to learn in. You know, like each software is about the same, really. So for me, Blender is easier for me to work in, and I am far more experienced with Blender than a lot of other softwares, so I can deliver a more accurate approach to things. So that's why I'm kind of hanging out more in Blender, because it's kind of like my home turf to where I can do certain things. But that doesn't mean we will just be using Blender. We actually have to use multiple different softwares to achieve this game. So Blender, yeah, we're making the tracks, we're making the models, but we're using Substance Painter to actually texture these guys. And then we take this stuff over into Game Maker, and we do different effects and different things there, and we also use Photoshop and different things. So yeah, I kind of hope that answers your question, and each software is, um, they're about really the same. There's not really something that can separate them in such a way to make it where it's kind of hard for you to kind of experience. Give me 1 second. Sorry, mental focus moment. Trying to figure out how will this look. It's kind of tricky. Doesn't really matter that I break it the 4 polygon roll of like vertices and stuff, because none of this is actually going to be really in game, but it's just really interesting. If I were wanting to fix this, I would have to actually extrude another thing out from here and to kind of like get that going. And honestly, I think we can probably avoid it. Like, I'm just worried about it, but let's see. It's such a small thing that, people are going to be really at a far distance. So, I think we might be okay. I don't know. We'll see. If I messed up and everything, I'll just blame one of my cats or something like that. You guys can all just blame one of the cats. There you go. I think that'll do the trick. And we will get the shader going for this too. Oh, shoot. What happened? Why did you connect over? That was weird. Okay, do we have an issue here? Let's take a look. Okay, interesting. Alright, so I think I can't really get away with this area. So what we are going to do, I'm going to grab these vertices. So if you don't know, these guys right here, if you're a developer, these are vertices and things that we use. So obviously we can't grab it like this. What we are going to do is just eat them up. Now they are a new wall. So this new wall, we are going to go in wireframe. And I am just going to go and line this up as closely as I possibly could. And what we are going to do is get into this top view. Now, if we actually scale this down and we grab it and we pull it out here, we can kind of get more closer to what we're aiming for of a nice, really cool effect. We don't want to go too far in. You don't want to make it too far. But if we can connect it from here to here, I think we're going to have something. Let's see. Alright, let's kind of grab these guys, close this off, because, it's probably a little lonely and stuff, Okay, so let's grab that, and then we can just close it up. So, what do we have here? What is going on? There is a face issue in here. So, I guess I'm going to have to select one of these guys, figure out what's going on. Why did that happen? Me so curious. Okay, so, obviously we had a little bit of a bug, so gotta fix something. Alright, let's select all these cookies again. This just happens. When you're selecting certain things, it occurs. Okay. So, how's that? I think that's good right there. I think that is good. What do you guys think? I think that's good. Get this stuff here too, and I think up here is where we should connect it. So, this is how we're going to do this. We grab this. Grab, in there. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful. That's the annoying thing when you're kind of selecting stuff. don't ever be bugged out from like accidentally selecting different things. Happens all the time, you know, and even if we suffer a crash, you know, it happens, you know. Never get bothered by those things. Okay, so we have this going to where it's actually pretty decent. Okay, well, it's like half of the battle. So, I think that's looking pretty good. Now, let's go ahead and get more of this guy going. We're going to go in solid view. Get out of there. Look who we see down there. Who's that? Oh my gosh. Let's hide the bones of the whizzing arrow. Just say hi to her. You know, she's being worked on, you know, so we just got to keep her in there and stuff until she's polished and looking beautiful, right? So let's keep her in there. Let's just keep the beautiful girl there. You know, she's been in storage for a long time, and it's nice to bring her back out to the light again. Alright, let's get back to work here. You guys are all distracting me. I'm just messing with you. Alright, let's do this. I think that looks good. Okay. Now this right here, tell anyone, but I cheated. So that is what's going on. Now, what is occurring, why I'm having issues, is because this little bit of a thing is not connected. So, yeah. Let's see here. How can I fix both of them? Because we see here, it's a little bit messed up. So, maybe what we can do, go like this. We can grab this out and fix it, and we'll do this to the other side as well, so it looks all uniformed. Voila, look at that. Stop. Alright, so we know this right here, we are going to need some sort of a vertice. Now, sometimes when we can't do a loop cut, what we like to do is a knife cutter and stuff. So, Blender has a little bit of a knife cutter right here. And the way that it kind of works, let me go ahead and select vertices. So you select a vertice, you cut right up here, and you click enter. And look at that. We have a nice looking face pretty easily. So let's go ahead and fix this other guy here. You know, this is the fun of development. We make mistakes, and it occurs. So, from here, oh, thank you. So from here, we want to go into here. We just kind of want to see what's going on a little bit. Interesting. Okay, so let's get the vertices going. Oh, the whizzing arrow is just right there. Isn't she beautiful? Don't you love her? She's just so cute. She's just so pretty. Look at the bunny. The bunny is so cute. It's gonna eat me alive if I don't get this done. So, you know, it's kind of like what was happening to me. Like, Jesus Christ, the Oban stuff, you know, like not working on it for so long. You know, you just get freaking dreams about, like, it, and it just haunts you, and then you're just like, well, gotta get back to work. When things haunt you, you haunt it back to get it done. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway. Cool. Alright, so we got some windows, we got some glass. We're almost there. This is just a more complex freaking area. I wanted to get this freaking done. Oh, she's just so down there, you know. It's okay. We're going to get your little home beautiful. We're going to make it look great and stuff. Get you all touched up in here, put little crates. I think this will look pretty cool. Okay, so. You guys probably think I'm crazy because I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy going. Yeah, it's been a really big hot minute. Um, it's nice being back and stuff, doing all this. It honestly makes me really happy, and and um, I'm just happy to have a lot more control to, take you guys along with me, and you guys can play test stuff along with me, and tell me how much the game is good or sucks. We'll see. We'll see how it develops. But I'm hoping you guys will love what comes out of here and we figure out. Um, but yeah, so now it's the fun stuff. So obviously I did this area a little bit differently before, but we can go like this. We can go like this over here, and we can just go boom. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think they'll be fine. If anyone points out my boo-boo stuff, of issues, yeah, well, it happens. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rest of this done. Let's power through the rest of the side here, and we can see the glass shader start to take place. And we can recreate that and see how she looks. Oh shoot. What did I do? I grabbed wrong little Versi. Bad Versi. Or Edge or whatever. It's so nice to actually be back in Blender, being able to do stuff in here and not in Dreams. Dreams, oh hell no. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew, but Dreams is actually being shut down by the company that has made Dreams, like the Dreams company on PlayStation or whatever. Like, I knew it was only going to last like 2 or 3 years, and, I'm so glad that I decided to jump ship away from that, because every time we were doing things, new bugs were appearing. And, honestly, to be in a regular software where we are in the control of things again, this is freaking nice. So, yeah. I was actually going to do a little bit of a live stream earlier and stuff, but I kind of passed out, just went asleep. But yeah, this is the first time doing a live stream from my computer. So that's pretty interesting. I think this is kind of fun. Kind of get you guys seeing what I'm up to, what I'm working on, how I do things, and you guys can probably complain about my modeling work. And we'll see if I improve over the years. It's been, gosh, like I've been using Blender for a long time, and the new Blender is a new beast, and believe me, it's a journey of figuring out all the new features, and it's a lot different. Well, you guys will know immediately when it is actually ready, probably within a few weeks here, depending on how fast I can get this going. So remember, I'm doing this on my free time. Once I get the map done, I'm handing that off over to Tabby, and me and him are going to be putting together a first racetrack map test, and then from there you guys can play it and stuff, test it along with us. I don't mind you guys playing this as we develop and giving us feedback, so you guys will actually have firsthand playing and stuff before it's even released. So, and that's with the Discord of Sky Isle Community and stuff. If you're in there, you're welcome to game test and stuff. Once we're ready, I will let people know on the Discord. And you guys will see the progress and stuff live on everything. So it makes it really, really neat because you guys can join us on this fun journey. Let's get this going. Look at this. There's lots of stuff. By the way, something really interesting happened. One time I did a um, like, it's a, gosh, can't remember everything on top of my head on communicating. But if you go over here, we have a subdivision. Now, the subdivision actually made this look more alien than what it actually was in the show. Like, um, let me see if I can show you. All right, so we see it like this, right? We all know that, like, this is what it looks like from the show. But look at this. This gets really freaking trippy when you actually add more stuff. It looks more alien to me, I think. I don't know about you guys, but I think I really love that pattern. It kind of makes me wish they had something like that in the show. But during the time, they had different limitations or different things, but oh my lord, that is just amazing little bit of details of like alien feel. I might just steal that for something in the future. Obviously, the whole outside's all fucked because of the subdivision. So we're not going to really have a subdivision on there. But it's just so interesting to see what could have been at a different time. They did different stuff to make it easier, but they try to make it alien as much as possible during the time, which I think is pretty cool. Um, the team that actually worked on this and stuff, like with the scenery, I don't know if you guys knew this, but they lost all of the 3D backgrounds. Every bit of the 3D backgrounds, poof, gone, with the wind. And, honestly, it's so sad. Like, the backgrounds and stuff, all gone. It's just like, oh no. Like, the backgrounds were such a iconic thing of the show, and they were all gone when the company that made them went bankrupt. And so saving over the years and stuff, thankfully, he has protected a lot of the assets as much as he possibly could, and what I really like too is that we're able to go through and restore these guys, and and this is made from us, obviously, every bit of backgrounds, but yeah, so I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see what occurs and how far we can get, But I think for you guys as a community, having you guys be able to play and have fun with it as I develop, I think, that's going to be very special and fun for all of us, because we're all fans of this. And, and like, I'm a developer, but I'm a fan first. And I want to put my heart in this, and I don't want to be um, tied down by contracts and different issues, and um, and having different stuff going on there. But anyway, let's get going. I'm just mumbling along, filling the silence. Let's get this over here. Sometime I should figure out how to get music going during the live stream. Probably do some Oban music. I think that'll be pretty. What did you guys think of the Chance to Shine? The new version of that. We got the original files from the singer and all the instruments and everything, and we kind of went through and touched it up and stuff. And we plan on doing a little bit of extra stuff down the road, but it just sounds so beautiful. It's like a haunting melody, and that is the type of feel that I was kind of aiming for. Was because think of something from your past coming back, and something that means so dear to you. I think that's just very beautiful. Hey, look at that, we got some glass. Oh, cool. So we have a lot of round glass here, but I'm gonna cheat a little bit on the bottom windows, but I can't cheat on the top. So let's get this fixed. So we'll get that figured out. But look at that. We got that done. Look at that. The glass is restored. It's beautiful. Okay, so before we get to the materials are always fun. We got to finish this piece. Then we can get the glass done, and then we can get ready to texture it, maybe? I don't know. I haven't got to texture things yet and stuff. Myself, I think that might be a little bit of fun to see if we can get in there and play with it. I don't know how to switch screens for the recording of the channel thing, so that might have an issue. Who knows? Alright, so let me get back in here. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so hear me out. This is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to cheat, okay? Now, don't kill me, alright? But that's too much glass to work. But I think that worked. That's a good cheat. Look at that. That was a good cheat. Now we got that piece done. Now, how can we get this glass? Well, since I'm not really concerned about on count, why don't we go up here and we kind of do a extrude, and we're just going to go ahead, bring it inward a little bit, and we're just going to slide her down and go like voila. So now we have glass for all the floors, which is pretty cool. So with glass being done, let's get that glass shader done, you know? Let's see how that prettiness is gonna come out. Okay, so let's bring that back. Okay, let me grab this guy, bring her up here. Okay, so now all these new faces that we made, we have to select everything. So at least I can do a little trick up here, and we can select the faces here, and we can just select these guys. So once we select them all, we can assign it to a certain facing for texturing, which I think will be pretty cool. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm just reading along with the chat and stuff. If you guys want to comment and things, I'm able to see what you guys say on there. You know, thank you guys for coming in and stuff and just watching. I know it's like a late hour for me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. My goodness. I'm a night owl. I work late at night, I guess. Okay, so now we have it selected. We go over here to the material, and we're going to make a new name for this. So this is going to be for the hangers in particular. So let's go ahead and do hanger glass, and we'll say day. And now it's very important to say it's day. Cool. Now let me cheat some. I gotta get this stuff moving as quickly as I can, but accurately as possible. Alright. Let's name this hanger. Alright, so now this is where it gets cool. As we go over to the material preview, so as we can see these beautiful materials being all wigged out from all that fun jazz, check this out. So if I go over to the base color, okay, you'll be like, oh, it's a different color. What's going on? I thought we were going to combine these. Well, if we go over here and assign, boom. Now all the glass is separated. This is really cool because now we can go ahead and get this working better. You know, we can get all my fancy madness. Yeah, believe me, nodes are my vein of my existence, but we get it figured out. We, you know, it's up and down. We get good and bad, but hey. All right, so we're gonna make it all dark, and then we're gonna turn on this, and you can be like, "Oh, it looks like the whizzing arrow glass." Well, and that's because it kind of is, and we gotta change that. And what we're going to be changing, hold on, my cat is wanting her laser. All right, leave me alone, cat. I am busy. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to select all these little guys, and we are just going to delete. Okay. So once we delete, this is where it gets really, really cool. So we just bring this over here. Now, we don't need that actually, so let's get rid of it. Let's yeet it. Yeet it out of existence. Okay, so we need a like actual color, you know, and what we are going to do is an emission. I'll do an emission for now, and then we are going to make this a pretty blue color. And we are just going to do that temporarily so we can see what is going on here. So, you know, it's glass shading for anime. It's kind of really weird. It works, kinda. Really weird. Well, anyway, I guess it's about the fun about figuring it out. All right. Do. Let's just bring her really far down. Okay, so ignore the glass. All right, let's see. We need a reference here. We need to kind of see what on earth are we doing. Yepers, we are working there. Okay, so we need to figure out a reference, and we're probably going to go into the buildings. We just need to find some of my references here. Oh, pretty. Oh my. Wow, that's so interesting. I don't remember them to be that plain, is it? Very, very interesting. Okay, so it's just a really basic color. That's freaking weird. Alright, that's like a darker blue. Oh, what happened there? It's like blue like this, and we just bring down the strength of it. Oh gosh. It is a very pale, flat color. So if that is the case, if it is a flat color, then, you know, I gotta make it look like exactly what the series looks like. So let's go through and see if we can make that flatness. Okay. No. Oh gosh. You know, it makes me wonder if I should just get rid of the glass all the way. If we were to do that, I wonder what will happen. Would it look better? That's a very interesting thing. Well, thank you and stuff. That's really kind of you. I am just a little curious. So here we have this guy. Obviously, we can do all that stuff, but it's just weird. Let's get this hanger color something different. Let's bring her back to white so we can kind of get a better eye for this. I don't really like her being so flat. Oh, that kind of sounded wrong. Okay, anyway. Let's see what we can do. I think that's just a little too flat. It looks nice when it's rendered out. Okay, so... But to me, this is not look like... Because we have, like, a thing with the Whizzing Arrow being, like, so poppy in this class. Like, I think this just needs a little bit of love, and I don't think that's going to do it for us. You know, so let's kind of do another emission. Let's get this back over here and stick this in. And we go over here. Okay, and then we just kind of bring this down some. It's all pretty, like it's like looking like glass. But we have an issue. Like, because of it's an emission, it's making it look like it's just glowing on all freaking sides. Which is kind of nice in some little aspects, but not what we're really looking for. Let's try something different. Let me grab this glass shader and see if you can toss it in here. Let's try this glass shader, and we can choose a blue color. You know, I guess probably when we get this baby textured, maybe we can take a look at that. Yeah, I can do that. You know, like, I can get the picture up here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open it up. Alright, so over here. And this file is probably going to be in the references. And, oh wait, this is the buildings. And I believe this was 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so maybe one of these guys. Let's see if that's it. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and select it and see what we can do. So, that is the glass color there. It looks so flat. This is just gonna murder me in life, you know? It's just like, gosh dang it. Well, that's the color. That's the most accurateness to it. I guess we'll just leave it like that for now, and then we can go ahead and see what we can do later and stuff, you know? See how it looks when we actually get the full hanger textured. I think that'll be pretty cool. Let's see here. You know, I think it'd be kind of fun to texture this guy here. I think that would be pretty cool. So, this is really just a big old test. Yeah, it didn't turn out as you expect, right? But, hey, you know, it's about the fun. This is really all hand painted on, you know, so that's why it's more different. But once we get the other textured stuff done, I think we'll be okay. Let me see if I can actually switch screens to my drawing tablet. I don't know if I can do that or not, but we will try. We'll see what that does. Gosh, let's see. Hold on. What did I do? Oh dear. I think I'm actually projecting weirdly. Okay, hold on, guys. I did a hiccup. Okay, window source. Give me 1 minute. I am switching windows and trying to figure out how to fix this. I am switching screenshot source, maybe? No? Do. Oh dear. My screens went black. Okay, how about this? I will come back with a new live stream and we can get it textured and stuff with a new live stream. Let's do that. That'll be probably better because I can't figure out what's going on here. um, jump into the next live